Okay, I'm Theresa, and my 30-day project is over living a healthier and happier lifestyle. So I'm following Marian Hentea's book, which is titled 10 Tips for Living a Healthy and Happy Lifestyle. So she focuses around fulfilling your life and focusing on the variables that are surrounding your life. So for me, particularly, that's going to be my friends, my family, and my health. So like those things come before anything else. And I'm always going to be thinking about those before I do anything else, like school or like pertaining to any of those things that may tie into those. It's still the most important thing to always remember my family, my friends, and my health. So depression is also mentioned in this book, and she says that it's become a widespread epidemic that has preyed on many individuals, and maybe helping those individuals can be through making them realize like what they have and like what can help them, which is like their family or their friends, or like maybe prioritizing health and like introducing new like habits that can help them. And this book helps them see the deeper meaning in life and to focus on those three things, whatever those three things may be for you. They may be different for everyone, but in her book it is mainly focused about like what works for you. So the three things that work for me and the three things that I want to focus more on myself is about my friends, my family, and my health. So those are the three things I'm going to be focusing on to help me live a healthier and happier lifestyle. So reading Hentea's book will compel me to focus on the greater good of joy in society and not only myself as I embark on the journey of strategizing and building my time efficiently. The butterfly effect and happiness. So like my friends and my family, that goes to tie into, and my overall health. So those are the three factors that are going to help me become a better person, and those are the things I'm going to focus on in my 30-day project. So I'm going to introduce week 1. So that's going to be acts of kindness. So that's going to be through my friends, my family, to make me realize like what impact I have on their lives, and like what everything I do is like to help them, and like they help me and we both benefit each other. So I'm going to start off with buying flowers for a friend, and as minuscule as it may sound, it could brighten one of my friend's days. I know it could. So just like that little tiny bit of like appreciation can help anyone, and I know that like seeing their smile will like make me feel happy as well. So I'm going to do that first to start simple, and then I'm going to help my boyfriend wash his car. So I know this is something that like we do like every 2 weeks or so, but we both really enjoy it and like we both have a lot of fun. So I'm going to do that. And the last thing I'm going to do for week 1 is to make dinner for my family. So my mom usually makes dinner every night, and I sort of feel bad because like sometimes she's busy and sometimes she has other more important things to do, but she always like makes the time to like make dinner for us and make sure we're full and like have energy for the next day, and we never go to sleep like with an empty stomach or anything. She always makes sure we're fed and everything. So I'm gonna prioritize making dinner for my family to take the stress off of my mother's shoulders and maybe change something up for the rest of my family. So that's gonna like help them realize that like the change is different than what my mom usually does, and maybe help them realize as well that like she puts in a lot of work for us and that we owe her a lot. So those are the things I'm gonna do to help my friends and my family. So that's gonna help me realize the butterfly effect I have around others, which Marianne mentions in her book. So she says that we often don't realize it, but our actions do rub off on others. So like our demeanor and our attitude influences others, and we should be quite like specific in how we act around others, especially like people that take a great impact in our life, because like the happier you are, the happier you make them, and like overall like it'll just be good for everyone. So I feel like that is going to help embody what Marianne says in her book the most. So I'm going to focus on those three things, and that's my plan for this week. So I'll show you guys the footage of that and I'll tell you how it goes.
Thank you so much.
So today starts the second week of my 30-day project. So what I'm focusing on this second week is the gym. So like exercising, like whether it may be walking or like actually going. And I'm focusing on my diet, and then I'm also going to be focusing on sleep because that is something I tend to lack on. So for my exercise, I'm going to be either taking my dogs for a walk or going to the gym or both. I'm going to try and go to the gym twice this week when I usually just go like once on the weekends. So I'm going to prioritize that. And then I'm also going to prioritize my diet. So I'm going to adjust my diet, not consuming any red meats or like bread, because like red meats like are bad for you obviously and are linked to like many like diseases and stuff. But that isn't mentioned in the book, but like that's my knowledge. And also like the carbon footprint left by like many like gases that are used to like feed like cattle and stuff, like that's not good for the environment. So I want to cut down on that, like help cut down on that. And then I'm also going to go to sleep earlier, so I'm gonna try and do that every night. I usually go to sleep at like 1 in the morning on like a bad day. On a good day I'll go to sleep at like 11, so I'm gonna shoot for like 10:30 every night. But my like latest, I'm like gonna allow myself to like go to sleep and like turn my lights off, turn my phone off, no distractions. That's gonna be 11 o'clock. So I hope that improves my health. Like I know I'll be able to feel that. I know I'll be able to like notice a change and like how much I've been sleeping. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so now is the third and final week for me, so that's gonna be to relieve the stress in my life. So some of the stresses that are in my life are like either missing work in school, or it's gonna be like home life. So like whether it be like my room being messy, or like, you know, stuff I can resolve at home being like dirty dishes that are stressing me out around the house. So like clutter does sort of stress me out a little bit, so I can avoid that by cleaning it up. So I'm gonna start with organizing my room so I know where everything goes. I know like that can help me take like a breather first before like I start everything else. So that's can be the easiest thing I can do first. And then the second thing I want to try and focus on is waking up earlier to get to school. So I know it sounds like not that big of a deal, like, you know, everyone needs to wake up for school, but like it's something that I struggle with most of the time. So I know that I can wake up earlier and make that a priority, and that I know that will relieve some stress for me, like whether it be throughout the day or like making sure like I don't have any absences and stuff like that can take some weight off my shoulders. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna catch up on missing work that I have in my classes. So I'm gonna start with my Province Stat class, since I have a lot of missing work in there. So I'm gonna try and turn in as many study guides, review study guides and like missing assignments I have. And then I'm gonna try and, well, I'm not gonna try, I'm gonna stay in for Eagle Hour and maybe put in the extra effort to come in after school, but my main priority is to just get those missing assignments in along with my other classes. So just make sure I have everything in or have everything started, just to show my teachers that effort to help me get my grades up, which is my biggest source of stress right now. So I'm gonna do that, and those are the 3 things that I'll know that will relieve my stress, because like I've struggled with them before, so I know that like with this weight taken off my shoulders, I know that this will be like the finishing act, like it'll be a good one to finish out my project with. So that's gonna help me like just recap everything together, just to finally like feel good and finish out this project well. So avoiding my rush to school is one of my main priorities, so I'm gonna try and do that every day this week and document like one morning waking up, you know, at like probably gonna wake up at around 6 a.m. since I can get to school pretty fast, and I usually leave at like 7:20. So yeah, that is gonna be a big change from leaving the house at 7:20 to leaving the house at like 7:10. I'm gonna aim for. So yeah, that's just gonna help like overall just make everything better overall and just finish this out well. So I'm gonna focus on doing those things, waking up early, doing my schoolwork, and organizing my room. So that's gonna help. So I'll let you guys know how that goes, I guess. So yeah, that's for week 3. Okay, so for the 4th week, I'm gonna be like focusing on myself, so like self-awareness and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be doing things that make me happy. So that's gonna be like getting a drink from like Starbucks or like Dutch or something, and then I'm gonna do like a face mask, and then I'm going to like make a new playlist of music that I haven't listened to yet. So whether it be like new albums or whatever. So I'm gonna do all that stuff for my 4th week, and that's gonna help me like just focus on myself and put more time in the day for myself. So So my 30 days are over, and I feel like this process has taught me that my family, my friends, my health, and like my time with myself is very important for me. And I feel like I've attained Miriam's goal, which she mentions on page 19 of chapter 1. And she says that hard work reaps great benefits, so give it all your might. So, you know, I put a lot of effort into like all the activities that I was taking part in, and I feel like that hard work that I made and like keep myself conscious of like others and like my health and stuff like that really did like take a toll on my mind, like in a good way. So I felt that like the changes and like everything good about it. And in page 78 of chapter 6, she says you have to love yourself before you love and learn to help others. So I feel like I attained that as well in helping my family and like the people around me, and like building relationships with people around me and also with myself. So doing like those things help myself, and like relieving stress within my own self like helped me like make other people happy. So I was happy first, and then I could help them. So that is what I learned in the course of these 30 days, and I feel like I will continue to do these methods, and I'll try and stay on track of it.